Hello, 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 everyone. How is everyone doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome to another Q&A, baby Q&A. Um, Hold on. Hello, hello. How are you? Okay, let's see. I'm getting all these messages in. I'm not sure. Okay, for some reason. Okay, all these filters are coming through. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tonight we have an open forum. So if you have questions, place them in the comments box. I do have, excuse me, I do have some couple of announcements to make. Let me straighten this out right quick. There we go. Now, how is everyone doing tonight? You helped me so much with my first baby. He's a year now, October 17th. Thank you for your content. You're welcome, Vanna. Thank you, thank you, thank you for following me and for watching my videos and sharing them. How to help ease sleep regression. Okay, one of the easiest ways to ease sleep regression is to have your child on a schedule. Um, Having your child on a schedule helps their body to, um, the schedule helps to trigger those brain. Um, oh, what am I trying to say? Having your child on a schedule triggers the brain that after this happens, this happens, after this happens, this happens. And then after we eat, we go to sleep. After we do this, we go to sleep. So having your child on a schedule helps to um, ease that sleep regression. Also, keep your child as close to a schedule or the routine as possible. Now is not the time to decide, oh, I need to go shopping. It's almost nap time. That's not going to help. Keep your child as close as possible to their routine, um, and keep them um, moving, tire them out. Tummy time, basically this at 4 months is it's a time of learning to move, of rolling over, learning to noticing their hands and their feet and what they can do with them. And this is not going to be the only time this is going to happen, because when they start to crawl, it becomes about movement, and they're so anxious to move that sometimes sleep gets put on the back burner. So make sure that you are, um, like I said, keeping them close as possible to their schedule. You're amazing. I share your videos all the time with friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all listen to her because it works. Thank you, Vanna. I truly appreciate you. Definitely appreciate you. Um, let's see. Hello, Sheila. How are you? Thanks for joining me. Okay, so if you all have any other questions, please ask. I did have a question that I'm going to address with a video, but I'll address it here too. I had someone, uh, any tips on a baby that throws up every bottle? Okay, so first of all, pace feeding helps. Uh, so the baby is in control of the bottle, of the flow of the milk, and you're not holding the bottle down like this. You're holding it uh, level. So the baby has to suck the milk out of the bottle at its own pace, instead of you holding it this way, because every time he sucks, the extra milk comes out. Burp them after about an ounce to an ounce and a half. After they finish eating, hold them upright, or a semi-upright. You can use a bouncy seat. You can use a carrier, or you can just hold them on your shoulder. You need to hold them up for 15 to 30 minutes after they eat. Yes, I know this is challenging. Yes, I know it is. It can be irritating and you have other things to do. But for the sake of your baby, hold them up and burp them more often because gas builds up. Okay, so but that's okay. Watch her video on bubbles and formula and pace feeding. Yes, Vanna knows. I have several videos about this, about pace feeding, about reflux, about burping, and there's different methods that you can use to burp your baby. But you need to hold your baby upright. But I do have videos that are on my page, on my feed that you can watch. And if you go to the top where it has preferences, look under reflux, pace feeding, or just feeding. I think it's reflux and feeding. If you look under reflux and feeding, you should find a lot of um, videos about burping and reflux and spitting up. All of those are in there. They're all under that list because I knew it would come up and it does come up quite often. Okay, so Jay Hopman says, "Oh, how many ounces and age?" Yeah, encourage. Okay, so if you all are watching this, please share it with your friends. Please share it with other moms who can use some help. He is 4 months old and eating 4 ounces at a time. Okay, at 4 months, 4 ounces, uh, that's not a lot at 4 months at 4 ounces at a time. How often are you feeding him? How often that has a lot to do with it too. If you're feeding them too close together, then he may be full. That's why he's spitting up. But if you're feeding, spacing them out, then that's a good thing too. Hello, I want to say S Miklos one. How are you? Thanks for joining me. Hello, who's that girl? Thanks for joining me. He's eating every 2 hours. Okay, so try feeding him every 3 hours, 2.5 to 3 hours instead of because most babies that I care for, I have them on a 3 hour feeding schedule. At that age, at 4 months, it's a 3 hour feeding schedule. It doesn't make them as full as. Um, and let me ask you this. I know you said he spits up every bottle, but is it more towards the evening or is it more towards in the morning? Because that will let me know if his feedings are too close together. Because if his feedings are too close together and he spits up more towards the afternoon and evening time, he's too full by then and everything's going to come up. So let me know um, when the spit ups happen. Hello, Cairo. Cairo's parent coach. Cairo's parent coaching. Okay. Hi, how are you? Thanks for joining me. Okay, so I have a question that I'm going to address that was asked of me today about when to start using toothpaste uh, with your child and your child's teeth. Now, the research that I have done, um, you can start using fluoride as soon as your baby gets teeth, but that's only like a little smear, less than the size of a pea. And when you do start regularly using fluoride toothpaste with your baby, use, I mean, I would use like a little dot, like the size of a pebble. because children, unless they are high risk, they really don't need fluoride until they're about 2 years old. Uh, Most of the babies that I work with, most parents don't start using any kind of toothpaste until they're after a year old. They start out wiping their gums, because if you start out wiping their gums, healthy gums lead to healthy teeth. And excuse me. And once you start wiping their gums and start brushing their teeth, I have a video about that that's coming out too. So I will talk about it more in the video, but the baby's teeth need to be brushed. And I like to buy the silicone ones because they can chew on them and they naturally kind of help brush their teeth. I give them opportunity, the baby opportunity to brush their own teeth, and then I go in and help them. And I usually sing a song while I'm helping them brush their teeth because it kind of some babies don't like you messing with their mouths. So I sing a happy song and uh, as I brush, and I continue to brush, and I brush them several times a day. So, if something got missed in the first swipe, we're going to catch it in the second swipe. Then that's why I brush them so much because babies drink a lot of milk. They drink and a lot of, and babies can get cavities. If if you're giving your baby milk right before bedtime and your baby has teeth, wipe their mouth down before they go to sleep, because if they have milk that stays in the mouth and it starts a decay process. It's slow, but I don't know if you all heard of baby bottle mouth. And the reason I talk about baby bottle mouth is because, hi, CC Baby Care, thanks for joining me. The reason I talk about baby bottle mouth is because a lot of babies I've seen taking care of children that are like 2 years old that have like caps on their teeth, on their front teeth, because they were put to bed with the bottle or put to bed with a cup of juice, or the teeth were not taken care of. Um, I myself, I had it runs in my family. I had a gum disease, and um, it took treatments and all that stuff, but my teeth came in with a yellow coating on them. And it stemmed from having bad gums. I have several cousins that have the same thing, and it's a genetic. Not all of us have it, but some of us do. So, and it is a struggle. So, when I talk about baby's teeth, I am so serious because I went through. Uh, I hated going to the dentist. Hello, Abs 1103. Welcome. I went to the dentist and it seemed like I lived in the dentist's office because my gums were always sore. They bled easily. They still do bleed easily. It's much better than what it was when I was a kid, but it just it affects your teeth. It affects your whole, when your mouth hurts, it affects your whole face and your whole body because you react to it. When you're not feeling well, you react to it. And especially when your teeth are not well, it affects your talking too. So children talk funny when they have teeth problems. So protect your baby's teeth. Can we talk about teething, signs to look for, etc.? Yes, we can talk about teething. I have a video about that too. So, teething, when babies can start teething as early as 3 months. I have seen two babies born with a tooth already in their mouth. No, they were not late. One was actually on right around the due date, and one was 3 weeks earlier than the due date. But they were born with a tooth in their mouth. And it was funny because I was like, my friend, she said, I promise you, this boy's sucking his thumb, because in the ultrasound, it looked like he was sucking his thumb. She said, he's sucking his thumb. I said, yeah. I said, it'd be funny if he came out sucking his thumb and had teeth marks in it. And why did I say that? The baby was born and the baby had a tooth on the bottom. And she was like, "You cursed my baby. You cursed my baby." I said, "I didn't do anything. I was just joking." But the signs of teething, you get drooling. Babies are irritable. They start putting things in their mouth and chewing. They're trying to put your hand in their mouth, anything that they can get in their mouth to start chewing on. Um, Sometimes uh, teething can cause ear infections because the whole mouth affects the ears and the way the eustachian tubes run. Um, Sometimes babies have like a slow drip mucus that comes out that's associated with teething. So there are a lot of signs. Get you plenty of teething toys. They have what they call mouth soothers, mouth massagers, and it's like little bristles. And and some of them you can stick the whole thing, and they can stick the whole thing in their mouth and just chew on it, and it massages their gums. Some of them are like little pacifiers that have like little ridges on them. Hello, Kimberly. How are you? We're talking about teething. You have any suggestions? I have a question over on TikTok where someone's asking about the signs of teething and what to look for. So if you have anything to add, please do so. I'm talking to Kimberly over here on Facebook. She's a fellow nanny friend of mine, and she's been doing this for a while. So she probably knows some things that maybe I overlooked. But those are the signs of teething, the general signs. Um, I also have videos on my page, in my feed about eating while teething, because a lot of babies, when they are teething, it hurts to suck the bottle. It hurts their gums. Just think about it. When your doctor tells you, if you go to the dentist and you get a tooth pull, and they tell you, don't drink through a straw because the sucking will pull the blood clot out. Well, when a baby is drinking through a bottle and sucking, that sucking pulls against their gums and it hurts. So they may suck a little bit and stop, and suck a little bit more and stuff. Runny nose is always, like I said, runny nose is hands in the mouth, sucking on everything, refusing the bottle and food. Exactly. Thank you, Kimberly. Um, but do have some videos on my page about teething. I have videos about eating while teething. You can get the mesh or the silicone feeders. I like to put things like grapes and what did I put in there? Grapes, juicy fruits. I like to call them juicy fruits. Some ripe pears, things that are they can chew on. They're frozen. I like to freeze them and then give them to them, and they suck the juice out of the fruit, or suck while they're chewing. It comes through the mesh or the silicone, and that gives them a chance to soothe their gums and eat at the same time. It may not be much, but it's more than what you're getting in them now. So, and also the runny nose, like I said, babies use eustachian tubes, and I have this about on my a video about the eustachian tubes, about middle ear infections. Babies' eustachian tubes run straight across. So it goes from their nose all the way back to their ears. If their nose is running and it doesn't drain clearly, it can get caught up in the tubes that come from their ears to their nose. And that causes, if it's in there, that mucus is caught in there for so long, it causes um, infection to set up. And so, an ear infection, if your child is pulling at their ear and they're teething at the same time, you might want to get it checked because it could be an ear infection, especially if um, they're overly irritable, and if they're running a low grade fever. A low grade fever also comes with teething too. So make sure you check all those things. Gentle facial massage can be great for that clogged mucus. Yes, it can, if they let you touch it. That's frozen celery is great. Oh, really? I've never had frozen celery. Well, I take that back. I put it in soups. I never eaten frozen celery. Okay, so frozen celery apparently is good too. But I like doing cold carrots. If they don't have teeth, I like doing cold carrots um, because they can suck the juice out of the carrot. But if they have teeth, you have to be careful about the carrots because they'll start chipping away at the carrot, and you don't want them to bite off a piece and choke on it. But it is good for babies who don't have teeth, and I would advise you to give them a piece that they can just kind of chew on. I like the I like the baby carrots, but they're too short. I like giving a longer piece. So, and have them sit down with whatever food you give them. Have them sitting. Don't have them running around with food in their mouth. You can also freeze breast milk. I freeze. The British Nanny of Oz says that she freezes carrots. Thank you, British Nanny Oz. Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Uh, let's see. 17 months and constantly bites. Yes. Uh, that's a sign of teething. They're 17 months old. All these teeth around here are starting to come in. The little girl that I work with now, in the back right hand corner, her gums, just one little chunk, her gums are already swollen. So I can tell she's going to get that 2 year old molar sooner than 2 years old. It's swollen and but it's not coming in. But it is that back right there is swollen. And she's always got her finger stuck in there just chewing away. So, uh, frozen celery. Okay, I think we got. Thank you, Kim, and thank you, British Nanny Oz. Thank you for answering some questions and giving some suggestions. Okay, my 3 month old is showing all the signs of teething. 3.5 month old. Yes, babies start teething around 3.5 months old. And they're probably sticking their fingers in their mouth and anything to make them comfortable. Um, some parents like to give the little teething tablets. Some parents like the oral gel in their mouth. Some use Motrin, some use Tylenol. Whatever you're going to give your child for a medical medicine wise, please check with your please check with your pediatrician first. I am not a doctor, so I cannot tell prescribe. Oh, Tylenol works better than Motrin. Oh, Motrin works better than this. Oh, the teething tablets. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying that they exist. But I'm also telling you to please check with your doctor. Please check with your child's pediatrician before you give them any type of medication, because I don't know your child. You and your child's pediatrician know your child. I'm not going to be responsible for telling you, oh, yeah, go ahead, give them this, go give them that. Here you go. And something happens to your child, and I feel responsible. Mm-mm, can't do that. Um, any tips to stop biting? Give them something to bite. I suggested the massagers, the massaging toys, the teething toys. For older kids, they do have these. Uh, they're like silicone, but they're biter sticks. Some of them come in sticks. Some of them come in different shapes for your child to bite on. Teething toys, soft the that silicone toys, um, the sensory balls, and since some sensory toys that have like the little ridges on them, and they even make bibs that have like a little look that they're bandana bibs, but they have like a little triangle, and they have little blankets that have like little silicone edges with different ridges and different textures on there for them to bite, because they're probably biting because they are uh, teething. But some children bite when they get excited. It's just a natural, they just get excited, and that's their natural instinct is to bite. Talk to them. At 17 months old, they understand you. Now, they may not react the way you want them to, but they understand what you're saying to them. What are some positions to put a 3-month old in during the day besides on the tummy? I have a video about that too. Uh, I think it's called extended tummy time. But you can use a yoga ball. I've used the yoga ball with babies and roll them around. They love rolling around on the baby on the yoga ball, bouncing with them on the yoga ball. Um, Putting them on your chest is a good tummy time extension. Uh, Putting them on their back. You can use a swing, but be very careful about containers because you don't want to use them more than 15 minutes. Uh, they also have, hello, Nicole King. Thank you for joining. They also have the bouncy seat with toys. The bouncy seats are good. Um, let's see, what else is there for putting, how old did you say your child? 3-month old. Um, my goodness, I can't think right now. I like putting the baby in the carrier. I have if you don't want to use all of those other apparatuses, you can put them in the carrier and carry them with you. Some people wear their babies. Um, but there's several different things, but I would be careful about, like I said, the containers that you put them in, and not spend so much time in the containers. And I like to put them on the floor and just kind of let them roll back and forth. Put a mirror in front of them. It helps them to raise their heads up and strengthens their neck. Give them different toys to because at 3 months old they kind of start trying to roll, and some 3 months old are rolling, some it takes a little longer to roll. So those are some of the positions that you can put in, and look at my videos about the extended tummy time, and find you can find different positions to put your baby in. Ops on mat under actually ops on mat under actual mat. Okay. Under the activity mat on their back. Yes, you can put something under the mat, uh, underneath their back, so they're kind of not flat on their back, but kind of leaning. But again, that would require uh, super supervision. All of these require supervision, actually. So don't just put them on there in there and just walk away. It requires supervision. Okay. Any other questions? If not, I'm going to make my announcement. Um, Starting in the new year, because I'm going to be working more and more overnight, I'm switching from Tuesday nights to Thursday nights because I'm off on Thursday nights and I don't have to go to work on Thursday nights. So I'm switching from Tuesday to Thursday, and that way I can be here longer and not rushed trying to answer your questions. This the holidays, so last week and this week I had a little extra time, so I'm here. But starting in the new year, like next Thursday, the 6th of January, I think it is. Yeah, I think it's the 6th of January because this is the first. Yeah, the 6th of January. I will be, oh, it's the 5th of January. Anyway, next Thursday in the new year, I will be here instead of on Tuesday, which is the, let's see, second, third, 4th. Yeah, the 4th of January. hold on. I have a question. I think I missed one. What are some Okay, Vicky, I'm trying to find the rest of your question. Oh, what are some positions? Never mind. I already answered your question. Okay. You had a partial question. Okay, so like I said, that will be happening next week. So I'll be here during on Thursday instead of on Tuesdays. So mark your calendar for next Thursday. Um, do I have any more questions? Also, I wanted to talk about formula. I put last week. I put out an ask. I put out an ask the nanny. Ask TikTok. Want to know what's my most viral video, and I put it out there, and it's starting to go viral again. And it's talking about formula. And that's a 30-second video about mixing formula. I prefer to stir the formula with a wire whisk instead of shaking that bottle and putting gas drops in there. Now you can put gas drops in there, but I just prefer if I can give the baby something more natural that works for them. I use the gas drop when necessary because if you continue to use some, it loses some of its efficiency. Uh, I think that's the right word. So if you keep using the gas drops and keep using the gas drops, and the baby really doesn't need gas drops, you just put it in there to get rid of the bubbles. Then it may lose some of its effectiveness. That's what I'm trying to say. It may lose some of its effectiveness with your baby, and when you really need it, it's not gonna work. So take the time, either swirl it. They have they call the little blender balls that you can swirl. They go right into the bottle, and you can swirl them. They also have I use a little wire whisk, but they also have Dr. Brown's has a pitcher where you can mix the bottles about, I guess, about 5 or 6 bottles at a time. You can make enough milk for 5 or 6 bottles and put it in the refrigerator. The only thing with that is you have to use that formula within a 24-hour period. So you can make the bottles ahead of time and put them in the refrigerator. I heard a lot of people complaining, I can't be doing it at 1 o'clock in the morning. My baby's hungry. It just takes a little time. It takes a little planning. Yes, it's going to get into your sleep. But if you're going to do what's best for your baby, then go that extra mile. Make the bottles up ahead of time and throw it off in the bottle warmer. Or swirl it. It only takes a few more seconds other than just shaking it, especially if you make the bottles with warm water. Now, that was the video, but I also have some tips on my page about unclumping the the formula before you put it into the bottle. If you take the time to swirl to stir, I use my little wire whisk and I stir the formula inside the can before I put it into the bottle, making the bottle, because it unclumps the formula. I swirl it, I stir it, then do my scoops and use the warm water. And then usually just when I pour it in there, it starts falling to the bottom and dissolving. So that's one way to make it quicker for you, so you won't have to shake that bottle so hard or shake the bottle at all, and keep the gas off the baby's tummy. Use the Dr. Brown's pitcher, or they have several other pitchers on the market, but I prefer the Dr. Brown's pitcher. Uh, and it you just dip the there's a little swirler, and you just pull it up and down, and it mixes the formula. You slowly pull it up and down, and it mixes the formula without bubbles. Put it in the bottle, throw it in the refrigerator. Hi, Toya. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Um, we're just answering questions. I'm talking about formula now and how not to uh, shake that bottle and give all those bubbles to your baby, put them on your baby's tummy. Hello, AG Domestic Staffing. Thank you for joining me. So, again, to wrap up, you swirl, use a wire whisk, the little small wire whisk. You can find it on my Amazon.com um, page, my shopping page on Amazon.com. Yes, this is an ad. Let me say that to be in compliance with the Federal Trade Commission. Um, but I have on my shopping page, which is Amazon.com/Ask the Nanny. You can find a lot of equipment and things and tools that I use with the babies that I work with. So check those out. But Dr. Brown's bought picture, use that. And you can make a batch of milk. Just only make enough for 24 hours because the baby has to use it within 24 hours or else you have to throw it away. Yes, throw it away because it is not good after 24 hours. And I don't want you to make your baby sick. Okay? So, does anybody have any more questions? Any more comments? Miss Toya, do you have anything to say to add? We're just having a baby Q&A right now. Okay, let me see. I have a question over here. Let me see. Uh-oh. No, that was just a comment. Okay. Toya, do you have any suggestions on I do. Did you have a good Christmas? I had a wonderful Christmas. British Nanny in Oz. I had a wonderful Christmas. I binge watched Christmas movies. I haven't done it in the last 2 or 3 years because I've been working um, through Christmas a couple of years. Last year, what was I doing on Christmas? I think I was working then too, but I the Christmas before that and the New Year's before that I was working. This year I am off. I have a 3-day work week this week. I had a 4-day work week last week. I have a 3-day work week this week, and next week I have a 4-day work week. Yes. So I'm getting plenty of rest. I am taking care of me. I am doing some self care. That is so important. And mamas, I know you love your babies, but take time to take care of you. Make some time to take care of you. I can't say that enough. Babies will drain everything out of you. And I know you do it because you love them, but you cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot give more than you have to give. And if you don't take care of you, you're going to get sick. And then somebody's going to have to come and take care of you. So just take a few minutes. Even if it's during nap time, let the laundry wait. It'll be in the dryer, you know, switch it from the washer to the dryer and go do something for you. Sit down, relax, take a moment, take a nap while the baby is napping. You'll be so much more refreshed and ready to go after the baby wakes up. I've had to do that many a time, and I took care of me. I had to learn how to take care of me because I got to a point where I was so sick I couldn't even move my whole left side. I was down for 2 weeks. Should have been down for three, but I was like, okay, I got to get back in here. I got to get back in the game. I can't. People depended upon me. Take care of you. That's all I'm gonna say. Take care of you because you can't take care of your baby if you're not taking care of you. Hear me clearly. You need it. And I know some of these nannies that are watching will attest to that because we give and give and give and give, and um, we can't, uh, you know, we can't give anymore. And when we get sick, when mama's sick, everybody's down. And accept any help offer. Yes, British Nanny in Oz says, British Nanny in Oz says, accept the help. If people want to help you, let them help you. It's so important to learn how to delegate authority and let them help you. Even if it's the little things, can I make the bottles for you? Sure. That's 20, 30 minutes off your plate that you have regained your time back for. Let people help. And don't be afraid to ask for help. I know mamas are like, I'm super mama. I can do this. Uh and then daddy comes home and you're like, oh, you're not doing it right. Let me do that. Oh, well, I'll get that for you. Let daddy help. Daddy's not just the help to get the baby here. Let daddy help after the baby gets here so that you can get some rest and you can have some time to yourself and stop stressing because daddy didn't fold that towel or daddy didn't put the pamper on like you would have put the pamper on. The baby's got a pamper on. And it's not going to be, you won't come back to find a wet baby. The pamper's on. Let daddy change that diaper. Let daddy make the milk. Let daddy do some things. And if he's not doing it right, write down instructions. If he needs instructions, write down instructions. Here you go. This is how you make it. Simple as that. Hello, Polly Pretty Hair. How are you? Any info on tongue tie procedures? Okay, so I've had several babies that have had tongue ties. My advice to you is to go to your pediatrician, have your pediatrician recommend a dentist to you, or what is it called, orthodontist. Uh, let them recommend a pediatric dentist to you who does tongue ties or specializes in tongue ties. I cannot tell you legally and ethically, I cannot tell you about tongue tie procedures. You need to discuss that with your doctor and go from there because I don't want to tell you something and ingest and you take it seriously. And because I know I joke a lot, but please go talk to your pediatrician or your pediatric dentist. Ear, nose, and throat. But I'm extremely nervous about it. Well, if you're nervous about it, ask all the questions. Any question that come to your mind, any question that comes to, it's. I do know this from the babies that I have worked with. The procedure has helped them tremendously after it is done. It has helped them. So again, talk to your, if you're going through ear, nose, and throat, uh, talk with them. Ask them all your questions. Talk to your pediatrician. Ask them all your questions. Talk to, if you know any parents that you trust that have gone through that. Talk to them about their experience about it. It may calm your fears, but legally and ethically, I cannot share any of that information with you. My sister's 5-year-old twins both have tongue ties. She had 4 different doctors look at them before one saw it. Evidently, not many doctors really know much about tongue ties. That's why I said talk to your pediatrician so you can get someone that you know and that you trust. And if you don't trust that doctor, go find another doctor. I always say get a second opinion, get a third opinion. If you need a second, third, fourth, fifth, however many opinions you need to find out what's wrong with your baby, if you know that there's something wrong with your baby and the doctors keep telling you, oh, ain't nothing wrong, and they want to tell you that you have the, what's that name of that disease? I think it's Munchausen disease, where mama's claiming something's wrong with the baby and there's nothing really wrong with the baby and they think it's all in mama's head. uh, no, get a second, third, fourth, fifth, and keep going until you find out what's wrong with your baby. Hello, Kay Sutherland. How are you? Uh, hello, Malachi Kane. Breastfeeding specialists can really help. Yes, talk to an IBCLC, uh, um, and that is a board certified lactation consultant. They can tell you and recognize tongue ties, and a lot of people in your area can, if you find one that you know, or if you know one, or if you find somebody that knows one that they trust, it's worth it to have them to come and look at your baby and tell you which direction to go or how to do that, because that's what they go to school for. That's why they are certified, to help you with those types of things. Let me see. Thank you, British Nanny and Oz. See, it takes a village. And I love the village. I love the nanny village because I may not know everything, but I tell you one thing, I know some people who do know some things, and they help me help you. So it's awesome, awesome, awesome. And I love them. Love you too, British Nanny and Oz. Okay. Hello, Jenny. Jen with the wind. Thank you for joining me. How are you? Okay, so I don't see any more questions. Remember that next week I will be here on Thursday instead of Tuesday. And for those of you who enjoyed Sheila, she and I are coming up with a plan so that we can join you on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, and we're going to try to get her over here on TikTok too. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I don't even know if she has a TikTok account, but she was here for a few weeks, and now she's gone back to Dallas. And I miss my friend, but we're gonna figure out a way to come live with you. We're gonna collaborate and come live to you, because she's a postpartum doula. She's a lactation educator. She is a CPR instructor, both infant and adult CPR instructor. Did I say postpartum doula? Yeah, she's a postpartum doula, and she has a wealth of knowledge. She has been on us for so many years. Uh, so she has a wealth of knowledge, and with her knowledge and my knowledge, we come together and everybody learns. Everybody gets something out of it. So I think we're gonna do. Um, I'm not sure what night we're going to do, but it will probably be around 6:30, because she works overnights too. So it'll probably be early during the day, around 6:30 instead of 8 o'clock. So it'll probably be earlier. So we'll have time to answer your questions, get ready, and go to work and be at work on time. So yeah. But if I don't have any more questions, um, I'm going to go because I have to be up in the morning to go to work. I don't have to work tonight, but I do have to work tomorrow morning. So I appreciate you all joining me. Please share this video with your friends and with um, your mom friends, your cousins, uh, cousin Ray now, all of them. So thank you, thank you, thank you for stopping by, for joining me. I really appreciate you all. And I will see you all next Thursday, not Tuesday, but next Thursday at the same time. Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Happy New Year! Oh, Happy New Year, British Nanny in Oz. Thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me. And thank you for chiming in and answering questions. So, I will talk to you all in the new year. You all have a wonderful, wonderful new year. Spend time with your family, do something for yourself. Hey, how are you doing tonight? I am doing great. How are you? Um, but if I don't see you all before then, what time do you go live? I missed it today. Um, I normally go live between 7:30. Well, I was going live at 7:30 because Sheila was here and both of us were had contracts and we went. But I normally go live at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I will see you all next Thursday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm changing the days. Is it Yesenia? I'm changing the days next year because I will be working earlier, um, at least for the first 12 weeks. So probably to the end of March, um, I'll be working earlier uh, during the week at an earlier time. So, um, yeah, that's why I'm doing Thursdays. So I don't have to worry about rushing and missing somebody's question. Hello, Lucretia. I need to talk to you, Lucretia. I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. I need to come. I'm gonna message you in just a few minutes. On Facebook Messenger. So be on the lookout. But happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year. I hope you all had a great uh, Christmas. I spent mine binging on Christmas movies, relaxing, just chilling out. And it was I feel so much better now that I've taken the time to do that. Hi, Miss Nisi. Thank you for joining me. Happy New Year. I'm getting ready to go, and I'll talk to you all next year. Wow, 2022. It's been a year, y'all. So I will talk to you all um, next year. You all have a great holiday. Happy New Year. Talk to you all later. Let me see.